Are back. It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. I be
Speedy.
up in this.
Bitch.
There you go. It is Roll Out here with your boy Speedy. In the house we got.
Shelly Rio.
In the house we got.
K. Dot.
Moving them around. In the house we got.
Memphis Will.
Behind the glass curtain, the one, the only, first seed.
Big Don right here.
Big D.
Pause.
Yeah, pause it. Easy man. In the house, at the table, probably more fit than everybody put together this damn table. I'm kind of upset about that. In shape. In the house we got.
Todd Senofante.
Took you off the hook.
He
there,
did.
didn't
Yeah,
he?
thank you. Thank you, Todd.
How do you say?
You were going to say that?
No. So you got it.
No, I'll say the rest. Thank you.
Okay, you can say the rest.
No, he's an actor, stuntman, athlete. He's pretty fit.
Yeah. And we read your bio.
Yeah, we
so
did.
150, what?
125.
25.
Well,
Straight through.
124 in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Push-ups.
Push-ups.
So you're quick. I'm just kidding.
I can barely do 5.
I like quickies, you know.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Get it when you can.
I got a friend that can do 100. I think I got to 35.
Well, that was when I was
In
in the
2 minutes?
military, so that was a
Better than me.
PT test.
Cute.
Oh.
So last time you were in the military with
Army. 6
okay.
years.
All right, way to
Okay,
go.
cool.
Thank you too for serving the country. I was too lazy to do it. Especially you gotta do that many goddamn push-ups. And then how many sit-ups?
85.
Shit. What's the most you could do now?
Sit-ups? I would probably do more push-ups than sit-ups now.
Oh, really?
So,
yeah.
so
Like
then-
in 2 minutes, probably, over 100 probably,
That's.
I think
Joe.
you
Bring
But I
that
think
down.
for me, push-ups is the best all-around body workout you can do. I still lift weights.
what do you think of dips?
Oh, dips are great for triceps.
Yeah.
What about
shoulders.
planking? Planking, that's good. No?
Planking, yeah, for the core.
Yeah,
is
he's
good.
not. He's
But I
not
think you and
impressed with
Speedy need
planking.
to get down there and Speedy. I think both you guys need to get down there and see
No.
who can do the most push-ups in 2 minutes.
I don't want to get embarrassed
Yeah.
on my debut here. So.
Trust
Oh,
me, you
Thank
won't be
you, I
there.
appreciate
You were talking
that.
about. I thought you were talking about ice cream dips.
Yeah, in
Dippin'
2
Dots?
minutes. 1,
The Dippin'
2,
Dots?
3, 4, 5.
With sprinkles.
With sprinkles. So if we did it right now, you
would
could do
lose.
how many push-ups in 2 minutes?
In 2 minutes, if you did it right now.
If you got down right now.
Because you're going to do it right now.
No,
I wanna see Speedy do it.
I'm holding the stopwatch. Go.
If I had to.
If you had to.
If, in quotations.
Yeah, yeah.
If.
Right.
I would say maybe like 110.
110, huh?
If.
Not me.
I mean, if you did it, I'm going to get down and do it with you.
Oh.
Okay,
But
man.
I'm probably going to be at about
1.
12.
Not
But
the
I'm-
one.
But I'm with you on your test, though, because when I played football, we used to have to test out with a minute of sit-ups, a minute of push-ups, bench press. You did. You maxed out everything.
course,
Alpha
yeah.
League stuff
Yeah,
Speedy
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want to know nothing about.
You play
But-
So you're
college
talking
ball?
about circuit training?
University of Memphis.
Oh, I love
Oh,
circuit
nice.
training.
So
Yeah,
I
circuit
got up
training's
to
good.
about 100 and some push-ups, probably about 80 something, 90 setups. So when they was reading off your bio, I was like, yeah, that's definitely possible.
And you feel it.
Yeah, that was
It's
20
a-
years
it's a
ago
great
for me,
workout,
though.
Yeah. Well, one of my inspirations growing up was Herschel Walker.
Oh, yeah, I heard.
I mean,
Yeah.
I met him in Beverly Hills 2 years ago, and he still looks like he's in great shape. And
Yeah.
I walked over to him. I said, Herschel, I said, ever since I was a kid, I watched you. I said, you're an idol. I said, you not taught me, but you inspired me to do push-ups.
Absolutely.
Because every time, let's just say you can't get to the gym, you can do push-ups
Did you
anywhere.
have
At home.
a flat top? Because Herschel Walker had a flat
Yeah,
top.
you did that. Probably still do.
My hair was short, but
Oh, okay.
Was it Herschel?
Because I think he didn't do weights. He just
No.
did push-ups. That's
I was
it.
just going to
Yeah,
say that. He
push-ups.
only did, well, no. He did a lot of exercise. He just didn't use weight.
Right.
Yeah, mostly body
Right.
weight.
And it wasn't 20 years ago for me. It was 13. I correct that.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Because we asked.
You're in great shape now, huh?
So Pete,
believe it
Pete
or
If
not,
round is the shape, yeah.
I haven't done a push-up
Hilarious.
since my last football game. I haven't done a push-up, but I'm ready to start back.
Yeah.
Working out.
So Pete in the chat room's asking, do you squat?
I mean, not a lot, but if I do, it's just with the Smith machine because but I like to work out alone.
That's the,
Right.
oh, yeah.
Then when you hook on,
Yeah.
hook
So
So
off,
you don't need
you know,
no spar.
It's a
maybe
good
like
one.
225 for a few
what
sets.
leg exercises would you prefer to do? Or what leg exercises do you do for lower body?
I mean, lunges are really good just to
Okay.
get that toned
Right.
look in your legs and thighs and calves. But I have done squats in the past.
Okay.
I'm not a big squat guy, you know, but
You don't want no
You
tight
don't want a big
ass.
booty?
well, you know,
Because
Tight
all the
ass
girls take up
tie.
that machine.
Tight ass tie.
Squats can mess
I
up
like
your
big butts, and I
spinal cord.
cannot lie. You know?
He said I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Now you did say something that when you go to the gym, you work out by yourself. Is that just the way you like to do it? 'Cause,
Yeah.
all right, you don't need. To
I
have,
feel you get more done. You know, it's nice to have a workout buddy.
That's
but,
good to know because I watch y'all. And you guys all do workout. And by y'all, I mean Caucasian guys. You guys all work out by yourself.
watching you,
Hey.
And I'm a little leery.
watching you.
I got you.
No, I don't mind working out with people.
He doesn't even work out by himself.
No, I work out with my son. Me and
Allegedly.
Which son?
Go on.
Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
He has a game today. Anyway, so he does the jump onto the.
Because you work out, you don't know the name?
Not me. I don't have to do it.
know.
He
Oh,
does.
okay.
It's for him.
Oh, okay.
I throw him the ball. He catches. Does
All
it.
right.
But to get him to jump higher, what else would you recommend with that?
Besides not working out with his dad.
I would again, you know, just to get the strength in the legs. You know, those. I'm a big fan of the lunges.
Yeah, I heard you say. Yeah,
You know, back in 10 and then come back.
Yep, come back. Yep.
You know,
Big
and
steps.
the
Stretch
big
your
step.
I mean,
squat.
how old is he?
14, 15.
He's 15. Yeah, he can gradually get into the squats, but
You think those bands are good when you do the lunges? Those,
Well, yeah, because they're resistance.
Yeah.
You know, they contract and.
Also, Speedy, he can do the strength shoe that makes him
The
walk.
what shoe?
It's called the strength shoe.
Sprint?
Yeah, so it's some it
Strength.
give his calf muscle strength.
Oh, strength?
I said strength.
Is that the
Oh.
same thing you use to turn the lights
I thought
on?
you said sprint. I'm like, what?
I said strength.
Because you need electricity and
Listen. So you
Man.
walk with the strength shoe
Strength.
and it get a calf muscles.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Todd.
Make the calf
Strength.
muscles
Back
strong
in that-
so he can jump.
It's some S's and some T's
This is-
in there that you forgot.
This is David Ruffin grew up sucking on thumbs, so
No,
teeth is
man, I
So-
grew up in
Coming out at
private
the top
school.
of
I know what
You
shoes
can
you're talking
tell.
about, and they have the thing in
Yeah.
the front. So,
Oh, for your vertical leaps. You can
Yeah.
use those.
so,
and he needs to do
back
that.
in the day in the magazines, they would have it in there. Oh, you'll be able to duck, and a couple
Yeah.
kids bought them.
He should do it on the steps though. Do it with steps.
Yeah, well,
and that'll help him jump.
well,
I used to have a really good vertical, and then I hurt my ankle. Almost, was at the rim when I played basketball, but
Hey man, how old are you? Can I ask?
50.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Man, you don't look nowhere near 50.
Right.
I got good genes. My mom and dad look young. So I got,
Oh, so you mixed.
Yeah. Well, I'm a mutt. But no, I get a lot of my athletic ability on both sides. My
Okay.
grandfather, my mom's father, never met him, but he was a professional boxer in the 40s back east. And my dad and his brothers, my uncles, were all great athletes. But a really quick story. This is a story my mom told me about my grandfather. Again, I never met him. He had a match coming, a boxing match coming up, and he also drove a cab. So one day, my mom told me he was on the payphone. He called my grandmother, who I never met either, and he goes, "Okay, honey, I have one more pickup and I'll be home," because he had a fight coming up. She's okay. So he gets in the car, picks up his passenger, gets to their destination, gets shot in the head.
Oh shit.
So they're saying that he didn't want to take a dive, so it was a hit on him, and that's all I knew about him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible story,
Angelo
huh?
Babe Cali, his name was back in the 40s.
Angelo Babe Cali.
Yeah. So
Great
I-
story.
So that's why I get a
Now-
lot of the athletic ability on both sides.
Now you do stunts as well, right?
Yeah, I used to double for Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Oh wow.
and I also do my own stunts and acting now. So
How was that? Was he a cool guy? Or?
yeah, I mean, he's people. You read a lot of stories about
Yeah.
him. You ever meet him one on one? He's
Coolest
the
guy.
most genuine guy you'd ever want to meet. He loves his mom and dad. He loves animals, just like myself. So we had a lot of similarities, when we were together.
Wow. And then you told the story. You got chased by a lion.
This was in
my
a movie
gosh.
called
Right.
Double Team.
Okay.
It was with Jean-Claude and Dennis Rodman, Mickey Rourke.
Oh, that movie.
Yeah, there's
that was Dennis's first movie, I
yeah,
think.
that was his one big role.
I think he had I think he was still in the NBA, but he was Dennis Rodman. He was like that dude.
He was
he was that dude.
He was on, he was on the top.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, there was a scene in the movie where I get chased by the tiger in the Coliseum, and it was, they had trainers,
Okay.
but again, you just never know.
Still a tiger.
Right. That's scary.
So it was like a 4-day shoot, and the scene on the screen takes about maybe 30 seconds. So there was 4 days where we had to set everything up. They had the wrangler come in and guide the tiger where it was supposed to run. And then when it was time to shoot, I remember I asked the producer, I said, "Can I borrow your phone 1 second?" And I called my mom.
I
I
love
was like, "Hey, Mom," we're in France. "Hey, Mom, I'm just about to do a scene with the tiger." And she was like, "Oh, is it nice? Oh, it's a beautiful tiger. You know, I'm petting it and
Taking
really nice.
pictures.
It's tame and everything." Okay, great. I just wanted to calm her down, you know. So when we got to the shoot, the tiger knew exactly where to run, but now it had something to run at.
Oh,
So I would be right next to the cage, and the action director, second unit director, Charlie Paturni, was like, "Hey, Todd, try to get the tiger to show emotion, get it riled up." I'm like, "What do you want me to do?" So I'm near the cage. I'm
Spray
like,
meat
I'm
on
like,
me.
I'm like, "Ah!" And then you know, you see a big roar and everything. So when they said action, of course they gave me a head start. They gave me a head start, and I ran around the corner. As soon as I hit the corner, I heard the cage open. And then, you know, the tiger kept running. They jumped like 8 feet, you know, in one leap. So I ran around the corner, and I could just feel it. And then as I turned the other corner, I ran behind a cage, a sliding cage. So I pulled the cage in front of me, and the tiger just like grabbed the cage. And I'm like this, and then I run away. And then I actually had a cage with the stunt guy to run in myself. So
Yeah.
I dove into the cage. We shut the cage I'm in, and then the tiger ran into the cage right next to us. So it was probably the most dangerous thing I've ever done, but it was, you know.
Well, have you ever been chased by a pit bull?
No pit
Same.
bulls. No pit
Yeah, you
bulls.
know what I'm
I don't think I'd have a
saying?
problem with pit bulls. But tigers are, you know.
That's the fastest I ever ran.
I ran fast that day. So, yeah.
Not as fast as my
so
ass.
so you're running the way the tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
But now he sees you.
He sees me now. So now he's,
But you had enough. You have enough space in front of you where you can close the door. Because if you
Exactly.
don't have that space, he probably would have jumped on.
There's a scene where I had to run up steps, and then a tiger jumps up the steps. So the most important thing was we had to try to get the two of us in the shot running up the steps. So I had to, you know, ease back a tiny bit. That's all I can afford, a tiny bit, to get that shot of him running up right next to me. And then I had to run down the steps, and then there was another cage. I dove in with, you know, shut the cage, and the tiger was guided into his other cage.
Now
and
you
then, and there was one.
Go ahead.
There was one day where all you hear on the radio, the tiger is loose. Jump in your honey wagons now. The tiger is loose. So we're jumping in and we're peeking out the window. Where's the tiger? So the wrangler finally got him.
the fuck, man?
Memphis?
Was it worth it?
Was it
Money
been
wise.
chased by a tiger?
In the end,
Because he got a story
Well,
for
Memphis
everything.
Tigers. yeah,
Right.
yeah.
in the end, of course, it was
You're
worth
right.
it,
You're
'cause
right,
it
Memphis
looks
Tigers.
looks
Looks
good
fantastic.
on the screen. It's something that, you know, I can always.
How long were your fans?
We're
to
in
do it?
France on double team. I'm going to say 2 months.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah, living that life. Hotel paid for.
Oh yeah.
Ride to.
Well, you
back
can't
from
put a
the set.
price on, you know, traveling,
Yeah, it's
because
okay.
when I was with him, you know, Hong Kong, Rome, France, Thailand, Morocco, Bulgaria, you know, we travel a lot. 'Cause
So you were
can't
his-
put a price on travel. Like, what are you
Well,
talking about?
well, I hear you.
Well, so you were his stunt double.
When I first started in 1994,
Mm-hmm.
Sudden Death in Pittsburgh was my first film. I was brought on just to be his stand-in. You know what stand-in is?
Yeah.
It's one of the
Yeah.
lighting
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
that
actor and
sometime.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It's about 2,000 a
He
day.
had a double at the time.
Mm.
So I just, you know, I learned the business, and then eventually I got to do like the photo doubling, you know, close-ups of opening drawers at him, the back shot, and then eventually I worked my way up to do, you know, the stunts for him. So, but he always had a guy, you know, that was with him before me.
Wow. Great work, man.
Have you ever been hurt?
I'm, like I said out there, man.
That's what I was just hearing.
I've been, you know, fortunate. You know,
Because she said a bunch
bruised
of
rib,
stunt
nothing.
mans. She just said she was telling him outside. She was on set of and a bunch
yeah,
of
Star
stunt mans was
Star Trek.
taking pain medicine.
Oh, yeah.
and all that old stuff.
If you watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the character that Brad Pitt plays is a stuntman
That was a
who's
good
dealing
show.
with that.
That was a great movie.
And not fantastic movie. I think
What's the name of the
him
movie?
and Fox.
Once Upon a Time in
Hollywood.
I gotta go home and watch it.
Yeah.
It was in the theaters.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
You're
got
still looking
five.
for
missed that
Nemo.
one.
You're still looking for Nemo, aren't you?
Great movie.
that movie.
And I'm pretty sure when Fox movie comes out, they'll both be up for the same award. It's either best actor or best supporting actor.
Oh, definitely.
And hopefully Fox gets it, but Brad hasn't gotten it. I don't think.
Ever.
But that character he played was fantastic.
It's out now.
It was in the theaters.
It was. It's probably
Yes.
transitioning. to
You can go
DVD.
to the dollar theater. It's probably the dollar theater for sure. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's,
Oh, I got it now.
it's the movie
They
that
just done them. I just saw the trailer in my head.
Did
yeah.
you see it? No.
No, I saw the trailer in my
Yeah.
head.
Which I thought was a fantastic movie because it made you think you were going to see one thing, and Quentin Tarantino flipped
Yeah.
it on you.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Because the whole time I'm sitting there going, that didn't happen. Because I'm telling my wife, because she didn't know anything about what happened to the couple in real life, and I was like, oh no, they get killed, and the baby gets taken out, and they smear the blood on the wall. She's like, I don't want to see all this. I'm just, that'd be good. Don't worry about it. Then it wasn't happening. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Hey, what happened? Then I had to think of the title, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's just what he would thought it should have been.
Memphis ain't finna watch that.
Fantastic
I'm
movie.
watching them.
It's a great fucking
Definitely
movie.
watching.
Even Leonardo's character.
Yeah.
You see it go. You literally see the character go from he's kind of not sure about. He's
Enough,
He's
my
a
brother.
side
I'm
piece.
going to watch
I
that.
will not. Let me finish. He's a side piece or a bit actor who, in one moment, turns into a fantastic actor.
Don't spoil it.
Basically,
Great
that's what
movie.
he's doing.
No, not that part of it.
I'm going to see it
No, it's a fantastic movie.
for free.
Quentin Tarantino always comes through. So, any movie? Are you still doing stunts or?
I'm
still-
doing a lot of like independent films now on my own.
Okay.
Porn?
Hey,
Doing
if the
push-ups.
price-
I'm doing push-ups on you.
If the price is
What
right.
is that?
If the price is right, I tell you. But you can't put a price on travel.
Now you. I love travel.
We can rehearse the scene if you want.
He trying to give you some of that
like
Van Dam.
I got scared. I thought he was talking to me. I was like, no.
Well, hey, if the price is
The
right.
price is right. Shout out to Van Damme. I always wonder why him and Steven Seagal never did a movie together.
Double T.
There was always,
Part
you
two.
know, some.
Seemed like it would've-
Jean
they
Claude
would've.
never really hated him or disliked him. I think the big thing about Seagal was, which I've never met him, but I heard he's, you know,
I heard
like
he's
a,
hard
like
on
a
actors.
bullshitter.
Yeah, and then I heard he like really hits the people who are stunt doubles.
Yeah.
Like, I heard he really kicks, really hits, and they're like, "Oh, motherfucker, you hit me."
Yeah.
Well, I can't make the scene right. So that's what.
But if you ever notice, all the interviews that Jean Claude has asked about Seagal, you know, his famous line is, nah, "I run too fast. He'll never catch me."
He'll never catch me. All right?
that's
He's got a great sense of humor too.
Inside.
You know, he's-
Insider.
He looks like he does.
I still keep in contact with him. You know, he's over.
We can call
overseas
him now. Let's go.
He's overseas
Hey,
now.
Claude.
All right, let's change the subject.
Hilarious.
Why would we do that?
I
You want to
agree.
rehearse that scene now?
Why would you do that?
What? So we were.
You only need 2 minutes.
That's all we got. Go ahead,
So,
Shel.
what is your happy place? Because we were all talking about like where our happy place is. Like we're relaxed.
For
we don't
you,
really-
it is.
For me, it's Disneyland. Clearly. Like, so do you have a place or something you like to do?
I'm happy right now.
He is shooting his shot. Doing.
Yeah, that's what I said. Hey, that bounced
I'm
off.
being serious.
He is shooting. Yeah,
My happy place.
that's
Yeah.
a block. SWAT team.
Well, I'm a big animal lover.
Mm.
I love spending time with my animals. I didn't want to bring this up, but maybe I should. In the past month, I had to put down 2 of my dogs, and it was the hardest thing ever to do because they're your kids. And
How old were they?
well, Darla was 17. We put her down October 15th, and then just this past Saturday, Stymie was 15. And, you know, I think Stymie was missing Darla. And, you know, dogs,
Oh, yeah?
they're like us. They have feelings, and I just feel that he was, you know, really depressed, missed her. And then one Saturday morning, woke up, you know, I fed him breakfast, and then he was, you know, throwing up and you know, breathing really heavily. So I was like, So I took him over, and the vet goes, it's not worth doing any, you know, x-rays. He's just really not doing good. So it was tough. So, yeah, you know, that's my happy place. I have my one dog left, Stella, and my cat, Ozzy. So I like spending time with them. I like give them that care and attention that they need.
Todd, I don't know where we go from here.
Right. I was
This
like,
Memphis
supposed
folk,
to be
because
happy.
he's sitting over here looking like a biscuit.
No.
Then
Well,
brought this man.
No.
A honey biscuit, maybe.
Shelly actually his happy place, not me.
No.
But
I think being around dogs or being like a friend of mine has a whole bunch of them, and he's just like, no, I'm finna go home, take care of the dogs. So I can see like for her to go to this Disneyland, she said once you get to the gate, it's like a whole new world again
Right.
for the 100th time.
That was a good one. A whole new world. That's actually a Disney song. That was perfect, Speedy.
that's
Sorry.
actually James Inger and Regina Bell who sings
That was
it.
exciting.
Thank you, brother.
I'm sorry, go on.
But rest in peace, man, to your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
they're happy now.
Have
to
you
be
ever?
together.
Did you like the movie Old Yellow?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I can imagine. I cried when they had to kill Old
that
Yellow
was
because she got bit by the wolf. You don't remember Old Yellow? Speedy?
Didn't see it.
What?
Google it.
You got
I
to
see
see
New
Old
Yellow.
Yellow.
YouTube.
Hey,
New
New
yellow.
mustard yellow.
hey, you got
That's
to.
the
Hey, you got to see Old Yellow, bro.
And then Richard Gere's movie Hachi, that was a touching. It's on Netflix
saw that
now.
one.
Hachi.
It was good.
That's the name of it?
Hachi, Hayachi, or it was the name of the dog.
Oh, okay.
It was good.
Most of his movies I watch. I like Richard Gere. I don't know why. Ever since Gigolo. American Gigolo.
Oh, okay.
Destroyed that.
Y'all killing us with this old timey.
I'm sorry that he was born in the
These are
wrong.
young
I'm
movies,
he
David.
wasn't born in the right time.
Reminiscent.
No, I was
I
born in the
remember
right
Lassie.
time.
I remember
just
Lassie.
Don't want to hear about it right now.
Yeah, Lassie was.
See, that's what I'm
That's a
talking
TV series.
about. You
Basically.
got to learn to hear about shit.
I am listening.
Do you know who Richard Gere is?
I do know who Richard Gere is. He was in Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts.
There you go.
Thank you.
I wouldn't pick that one to say.
No, I mean, I'm just
was a
telling
good
you
movie.
who,
It's
like, you
classic.
asked me, did I know
She's
who
a
he
whale.
was?
No. The one when he caught his wife cheating. Unfaithful.
Oh,
Off the fucking chain.
Yeah, I'm faithful. Good.
that was crazy.
When he went to
Yeah, I
dude's
seen that one
apartment
there,
and
too.
he saw that motherfucking that little shake shit, he's like,
Look at you watching all these romantic movies. Long
no,
hair.
that's not romantic. That's
Little
somebody
sad.
got to die movie.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody die movie.
Hilarious.
Because he beat the
And he wasn't black. The guy that died either.
Hey, he had to die.
There you go, Todd. Get in there. 100 push-ups if you can hang. Apparently, Memphis did it in his high school years.
13 years ago.
College years.
It was 13 years ago.
Me and him can still. Well, like
That's
I said,
the
we
last
can
time he
do
can
some
fit that
push-ups.
sweater.
We can. Let's look at
You-
David Ruffin.
What's the most you think you could do?
Probably about 25. I'm way off now. I haven't done a push-up since my last game.
With the lights on or off?
I mean, we couldn't tell if you was doing push-ups because your body would never leave the floor. Just be your arms moving. But wait a minute, that's unfair. He's still on the ground.
So you haven't done no exercise since high school? Since college,
bro. Since my last. So when you go to college and you play sports, man, it's basically a full-time job.
So you were burnt out.
Basically, man. Because
Okay.
academics
You know
come
what
second.
else?
They tell you academics first, but they lying
Yeah.
to you. You
Well.
get to college, bro, it's a full-time job, football.
Yeah. Another all-around great workout is swimming.
I was just, swimming.
I keep
Now,
hearing
Speedy, you
that.
got to get your arm floaties, but
I need arm
Well, no, they come with floats.
I can't swim.
No, you can't. Oh,
like,
sorry,
I can
forgot.
teach you.
I was a lifeguard, Shelley.
Tiger Tide. I can teach you.
Like
He tried to
that
get an
Tiger
episode of
Tide.
Get Out, oh boy.
I'll chase you. All right, you go. I'll chase you.
We'll take our time.
He is
So
clearly
swimming,
with the
how many
swirl.
laps though? How many times do you think you have to do it
Yeah,
to
a
really
couple,
get?
2, 3, it doesn't matter.
2 tree, huh?
If you do that daily, though, Speedy, it'll definitely help.
Yeah.
Again, this ain't about me.
No, I'm saying in general, swimming.
You ain't worked out since college.
I haven't, but I don't look like you.
No, you look better.
Oh, well.
If we measure it, I'm just saying.
No, I don't.
I mean, both of y'all.
I bet you Speedy does a
Both of
great
y'all pretty
cannonball.
circular.
I bet he
You do a great
does.
cannonball.
Right.
Did you say we're both secular?
No, because
Yeah,
if I
both
laugh,
of them pretty
if I laugh, I'm still cut.
Cut.
Hilarious.
What? Lift up your shirt.
Right.
No, like if I
But
laugh,
don't
my
lift your
shit-
shirt up. Yeah, don't lift
I
your
still
shirt.
look-
Yeah,
I'm not
don't.
gonna live up my
don't
shirt.
I can see some
But I
eight
still look
cups,
cut.
but I don't see no cuts.
Wait, Memphis, they're asking what year were you on the team?
99 to 03.
There you go.
To 03. You're trying to do the math.
I'm the one who, when D'Angelo Williams came, we was.
You're a
Hey.
corner, though. You're cornerback.
No. When he came, I was finished that year, but we was the ones to give him the sign with the University of Memphis.
D'Angelo.
went on to the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah,
and
and then,
Pittsburgh
the Steelers, we picked them up.
Yeah.
He was a great
Yeah.
pickup
Oh,
for the
yeah. I
Steelers.
didn't even see your Steeler hat. You were a Steeler
Yeah.
fan. That's
Oh, yeah.
that's
I'm
back
actually
in
a
the
New
day
England
hat.
Patriots fan, but
Who's a Patriots fan?
me.
Can I
Kill
leave, Can I
yourself.
leave now? Oh, here's a. Can I clear one thing?
Please
up?
do.
Okay. For your millions of fans out there, Steeler Nation, this is for you guys. We are black and gold. We are not black and yellow. That song is not about the Steelers. That song is about a car. We are black and gold.
Gold, black and gold.
Okay, clear it up.
But when you're gonna do a song, it sounds better. Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yeah, black and gold,
I don't
black
listen
and
to
gold.
that
And then they changed it for the Lakers and they went purple and yellow.
Purple and yellow.
Purple. I'd rather that than black.
And Memphis is silver and gold, right?
And you are state penitentiary
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
uniform.
Bro.
Number.
You don't
I don't
you don't
know.
want you don't want it with me with the
I don't know
drip.
if she sing or do oil changes.
Hey, I can do both.
Now, have
Like
you been?
Tide for
Have
the
you
right
been to any? Have you been to any Steeler games?
Well, here's the thing. My very first film back in the day was '94, Sudden Death. We filmed it in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
It was during the NHL strike.
Oh wow.
So everything was around the Civic Arena. So we filmed a lot of the insert stuff in the arena, and then for the locker room scene. I don't know if you ever saw the movie, but we couldn't film in the locker room scene at Civic Arena, so we filmed at Three River Stadium.
oh wow.
Now I was in heaven because we were filming on a Saturday night, and the Steelers were practicing for a Monday night game. So in between takes, I go to the AD. Can I just walk out to the field? Yeah, go ahead. I walked out to the field. I'm like, oh, Greg Lloyd, Kevin Green, Mike Tomczak, Yancey Thigpen, Barry Foster. I was in heaven. So I got to meet like all the
Damn, that's
guys,
dope.
and they were invited on the set. And my mom and dad were on the set too. And my mom fell in love with Yancey Thigpen. She goes, "Oh, you are so good looking."
Shout out to Mom.
And the funny thing is, Barry Foster was about 10 feet away from me, and my dad was behind me. He goes, "Go over there and say, hey, what's up, Emmett?" Just to be funny, like, Emmett Smith,
Yeah.
Barry Foster. I said, no, I don't want to like, disrespect him, but it was kind of funny
Right.
when he said that.
I like the Steelers. I hate the Patriots.
Yes,
Just so you
I'm with you, Speedy.
I mean, most people
I'm
hate
with you,
winners.
Speedy.
Most people hate winners.
Hate.
That's
no,
normal.
it ain't nothing to do with
It's
winners. I just
normal.
don't like
Most
Patriots.
people hate
I just
winners.
don't like the
Hey,
Patriots.
man, I
normal.
feel you.
And-
Well, I
and-
mean, winners,
and every-
when you
Win.
When you
about
actually win,
when
you
you
don't
win.
cheat.
when
Yeah,
you
yeah, let me help you out. When you win.
Win.
Yeah, not cheat. They
y'all
have the
about to knock
softest
it off.
schedule known to fucking man. You get
Okay.
8. You get first 8 games are just
Soft schedule,
Slow
hard
pitch.
schedule. The best two teams end up playing in the Super Bowl.
I tell you what,
Your
the
team
Eagles
don't.
gave them a great game, man.
God damn
They
it.
Brady
did.
Fucking
Brady
quarterback.
hasn't thrown a touchdown yesterday or Sunday.
What's
Yeah.
Pittsburgh record?
I think either
We're 5-5.
What's your team record?
Seattle Seahawks.
What's the record?
I think it's 6-4.
Okay.
7-4. But I
just
think
want to
where they're going to
throw that
have the
out
problem, even though they could
No,
probably have
we're
a,
not
we
out of
8-1.
it. We're not
I
out
just
of
wanna
it.
throw that out there.
Baltimore is going to be hard to beat,
We're out of it.
and so is Kansas City. But the thing that because they
We're
had the
gonna
early
beat 'em.
wins, hold on, is that they may have home field. If they got home field, you're not going to beat it. Or if Tom get the ball last, you're not going to beat it.
Okay, listen.
can't get in the
We're
ball
talking about football.
Talking football.
Any given Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You never know. Anything can happen. I mean, I think with our backup, we're doing.
It's like
Pretty
shooting
good.
movies.
No,
And the
I'm a
Tiger
Steeler
can get
fan.
you.
No,
Okay.
I'm not a fan of Rudolph. Like that's why I haven't said nothing because we 5-5. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's my team.
We could be worse.
We could, but like I ain't got nothing. To
Again,
say.
I like the
So
Steelers,
you have to respect
but
what-
I don't think the
Rudolph's
Steelers.
trash.
This not your year, and then next year, oh boy, will be a year older. Your quarterback who will be coming
Well, I'm
back.
sure we're gonna look within the draft now. Like
Who
man
you gonna
getting
get?
up there. We'll see.
No, they thinking about signing the boy who took one knee.
No,
Kaepernick.
Yes,
the Steelers
that's
not
what
gonna
the
take
Pittsburgh
Kaepernick.
talking about.
Nah, he's not
They're,
going to go to
they're
Steelers.
not gonna take him.
not the Steelers. That's.
I think that's just a big.
that's a hard hat town.
To bring somebody
Yeah, they're
in
not gonna
right
take
now in the 11th, I think it's just the NFL is.
But there are
trying
some
to,
teams that could use him. Maybe not now, maybe next year.
Yeah.
But when you see who's on the bench backing people up, you're like, how the fuck he's still working? So you go, okay.
Hey,
he
I
can
have
get
I
it
have
done.
faith in Devlin Hodges. I mean, people don't like him, but when he came in and we beat the Chargers,
No,
he did
I
a,
agree.
He did
like,
a great
but they're,
job.
They're moving with Rudolph right now.
But
so.
now,
With that situation.
Juju is hurt.
So is he out?
Deion Johnson is a concussion. I think Juju has a concussion. So
Why did y'all quarterback
we'll see.
try to grab that lineman and then they suspended the doggone lineman, but then suspend the quarterback when he
Because the
the one
lineman
started?
he swung the helmet.
Okay.
Can't swing the helmet.
That's something I've never
Yeah,
seen.
but
Well,
he
he's
started.
gonna, he's gonna get fined. Like,
No,
you
He,
know.
he got fined.
Yeah,
You know,
like-
Rudolph got fined.
I don't know because I don't know
No,
him
they
personally.
suspended the other dude is out the league.
Yeah.
No, he's gone
No,
indefinitely.
he's indefinitely.
I think that the
Yeah,
way
he's out the
the reason
league.
why they did that indefinite suspension because they're going to
Sunday
get
night
together
game?
and say, look, is he worth bringing back? He does have a past. He's
Yeah.
had some penalties, not like perfect, but he's had past of late hits. So
I mean, he didn't initiate it. Like, they just have to review it. At the end of the day, something happened while they was tussling on that ground to make him.
He's
well,
do
you know,
that.
how, you know how
Like,
they say
you know what I'm saying?
you
To
know how
make
you
him
say
do
you're
that.
in that moment.
Right.
When he had that helmet
But here's
and then
the thing.
DeCastro was in front of him, he could have dropped it.
No, he could. But here's the thing, Todd. I'm gonna have to culturally appropriate you right now.
I'm listening. I'm all about
Something
learning.
transpired because at the post game, Garrett, you could tell he wanted to say something, but he wouldn't say anything. He regretted what he did.
I don't know if it was that. That's not what I saw.
No,
I saw the post game.
No, I did too, and he was just like any black person. Like me, I'm not gonna say what was said, but I'm gonna be like, I was wrong, and I shouldn't have did what I did. But when I look off into the somewhere else, it's because I know what made me do that.
That's not what I saw. What I
Okay.
saw in that interview.
So you feel
was-
like he called him something?
I feel like
Question
he
for you
called it
guys.
because he initiated
well, hold
it
on,
by
Donald.
trying to take his
I-
helmet off.
From what I saw, again
Get off
in the
me,
argument,
N-word.
yeah, you grabbing, you
off
tugging,
me,
it comes
N-word.
off, and then
That's
you
what you
swing. I think when you see him in the locker room and he's sitting there and he's not really looking at the camera, he's not looking at anybody. I think he was looking at his future like, I
Right.
really
I mean,
fucked
at
this
the-
shit
at
off
the end of the
by
day, though,
swinging
but
the
like,
helmet.
Something
Regardless
that-
of what somebody
right.
said.
But like he said, he's been penalized. But like for you to go that extreme, you know better. So something transpired. Like at the end of the day, they both were wrong.
He was in
Yeah.
his
So
impulse.
like, you know
That's
what I'm saying?
all.
But
Yeah,
like, I'm
that's what I
saying,
think he was caught in the
that's
moment.
that man's livelihood. And for him to do, like, he really wanted to get at that dude.
Yeah.
And like, that's.
But I
to
think when
me,
you on the
for
football
us,
field,
that's a trigger.
No, when you're
Like,
on
I
the
mean,
football
y'all play-
field,
You play football? Did you play football as well?
I played as well.
You play
And-
foosball?
Hilarious. The ball and it was an effing ball.
Catch.
That's all that fucking
Play
matters.
catch.
Yeah.
You the devil.
When you out there on that gridiron, that's what you're taught. No matter what, if I'd have gotten in a tussle and his helmet would have come off, I might have swung it too.
Yeah,
but
off
I
of
think in
impulse.
that moment he was in the locker room, he was like,
Why did I do that?
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, what's done is done, and he's gonna have to hold himself accountable for that.
Yeah.
They
So,
kicked him
you
out
know,
of the league.
but we got sports coming up. We
I
can
got
do
you,
that
I
in
got
there
you.
because I'm going to tell you wrong. Again. I'm acting like it's totally wrong.
Okay.
You wrong. You don't know what the hell you talking about. I'm going to hit you with all that shit. Not a good year for y'all.
Hey, it's not over.
It's not, but
Was it
Speaking
you
of-
said 5 and 5?
I'm a realist.
Speaking of
We're
not
in the
a-
hunt. We're still in the hunt.
speaking of not a good year.
Y'all looking at a wild card. At
Speaking
best.
of not a good year, does anybody have a gambling problem there? I don't-
Gambling
I
problem.
know
Yeah.
Claudia does.
No, I do not.
I don't want to
Sorry,
bring
sorry,
this up.
Claudia,
If
but
anybody does, I don't want to.
You said Michael Jordan? No.
All right. Well, anybody know who Yo Gotti is? I'm sure Memphis
Yeah.
Will
They
does.
dropped $500,000 playing blackjack.
Yeah, I know you got it.
Yeah, man.
but he lost
What's-
more than that.
Yeah, go ahead, Shelly.
He lost more like $1 million.
Yeah.
Why did he lose $1 million?
He was
Because
gambling
he was
playing
at
blackjack.
he was at Jay-Z's charity
That's crazy.
gala this weekend.
Right. And they said Jay-Z had rigged it.
I don't know.
So did the money go to something
Well, yeah,
positive?
it went to his
Yeah, it went to the
foundation.
charity.
Oh, okay.
That was the point of the party. But they said pretty much everyone that attended paid the $100,000 entry fee to gamble. But once they lost that, they stopped, and Yo Gotti just kept going and kept going, and lost $1 million.
I wouldn't have played the $100. I'd have played.
I mean,
I'd
but it's
played
going to charity. so
$100.
he could write it off, so it's not like. it's not a
Yeah,
big deal.
he said he brought in over $2 million for the organization, so that was pretty good.
Right.
$1 million by one
And
person.
Yo Gotti, shout out to Memphis, dropping $1 million on charity. That's positive. But Memphis will sure can use $10K.
And also Meek Mills, Swiss Beats, DJ Khaled, Fat Joe, Fabulous, they all went to the event, and the average buy-in was $100,000. I think this was the event that he sent the watches out for.
Yeah.
Right.
Which was 40,000.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
essentially, if I
Offset
send you
60.
40,000, you
That's
could pay
all tax
100,000.
write-offs.
You know.
All right.
Tax
my
write-off for
tax-
everybody.
my tax
Them boys
write-off
sound like
Friday.
they had a good time.
Yeah.
They
so
did,
what's
they
the
got it.
what's the most amount of money someone's lost
Me?
gambling?
I don't
Gambling?
gamble.
I
So.
20.
gamble.
Yeah.
At the
I
crap
lost-
I
table,
said
I
$20.
lost.
Yeah, I said like $20.
20,000, bro.
No, I lost like
I'm a
three,
big gambler.
three
I played
racks.
DraftKings. That's about it.
How much?
Like 3 racks, 3,000.
I lost $20K.
A real 20K.
A real $20K.
Why?
And that's the
Because
hurt
I'm
you.
a
you
guy.
gotta
That's
say.
all. That's
Well, I
one
don't
day.
call it gambling. I call it investing.
Nah, anything
Investing?
over 9,999.
What did you get out of it?
The
That
feds.
No, I mean, but I won 40, 50,000.
What were you playing?
Baccarat.
Baccarat?
Yeah, it's mostly Asians play the game.
No,
But-
I know what you.
but it's
little
Baccarat.
racist.
You're so racist.
Yeah, that was a little racist.
No, I'm
Is that in
saying
Vegas?
Bit
that's
racist.
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I done won 60, 70, 80,000, but then I done turned around and lost 20. I paid off Salome my student loans from Baccarat.
Salome.
Sally
Paid off.
Mae.
Baccarat.
Yeah,
Paid
I-
1,000.
I don't do it because my money comes too hard to get.
Please
So
don't
I
do
was
it,
in
y'all.
Vegas and we had a comedy show. So I said, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna take $20. Okay, 20.
That's what we all
Went
say.
down there, and
What?
I got to 250. I put that money in my pocket.
Right.
I took out another 20. When I lost the 20, I got away from the table.
Good.
So I
See,
had
you
230.
good. You
Well, here's the
good.
thing.
You
You
good.
have to
Smart,
go
smart.
well on the premise. Like, if I go to Vegas, I'm going on the premise that I might
Well, I was
lose this
performing,
money.
so it's different.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you like, I
But
gamble.
Speedy got control, though. Do you have control?
Yeah, I do have control.
Okay.
Like, I go with a set limit amount, and once if I don't break even, and I've lost that,
And-
that's
Okay,
it.
well, you're not. Yeah,
So
so y'all,
the-
y'all not gamblers.
The 3,000 that you lost, was that what you had? That's what you. So I'm gonna work with this 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so y'all not really gamblers out of control because y'all still gamble with control,
No, I don't gamble.
right? I mean, you
Oh,
basically
call it.
don't.
Yeah, he
That
basically
happened a long
don't
time ago.
gamble.
We got a phone call. Call it. What's your name and how much you done lost?
Shit, I done lost like 5.
Yeah.
5 racks.
Nah, I go 500-600. I never go over 1,000. I try not to lose 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
And he lives
But,
in Vegas.
And what were you playing?
DJ
DJ out to Vegas.
at that time, I was playing probably a mixture of blackjack and craps.
Okay.
But see, craps is the best game in the
Right.
casino
Yeah.
That is.
because you
It's
got
fun.
the best odds.
Yeah.
But if you know how to catch blackjack, you got to catch it in the streak, and you got to get up and leap. You cannot sit at the blackjack table all night thinking that you're gonna win, and eventually the tables is gonna turn.
You
Really?
can't do that
Like
in
DJ
no game.
DJ
Yeah,
out
that's
there
it.
Vegas. On blackjack though, you have to know who you sitting with. Because if people be taking
That's
hits
true.
when they're supposed to go to
Yeah.
the dealer, that's gonna fuck it
Other
up for
people can
everybody.
mess up the whole game.
Yeah.
Baccarat
Look,
is the
dude-
best odds, by the way.
A dude did that the other day. I was sitting at the table. I was up about 200, and dude split 10s, and we almost jumped him. Look, he split his 10s about 4 times. You know what I'm saying? That's a no.
Well, you should have been got
Yeah,
it.
you should
Yeah, I-
got him away from the table.
I got a
But-
question. I don't play blackjack, but I have a question. When you
Yeah.
go into a blackjack, casino, do you walk around? Do you have a feeling what table you
Yeah.
think is? Yeah. Okay.
I do. But what I do is if you come to Vegas, you have to find a table that has a good side bet. That is the key, is the side bet. There are certain games that you can win more money on a side bet than you will on your hand. Now, you have to weigh the odds and see if it's a good side bet. Some of them are just there to reel you in. There's some tables that got 3 side bets on one table.
Wow. Okay.
And that's
Oh,
why
I-
I prefer craps. Like, craps is better odds for the player.
Now,
Right.
Players in control in
Right.
craps. You in control of everything. You throw on the dice.
Right.
So it's totally, everything is up to you. So,
But-
but craps is a really superstitious game. You will really piss somebody off by doing the wrong thing at the craps table.
Right,
which
but if you about
shouldn't
just
really
your
care about.
bread-
What can you do
Yeah, 'cause
wrong at
it's
the
your
craps
money.
table?
I mean,
But
some people
also-
don't throw
So-
the dikes all the way down the
Soon as
table.
somebody,
But-
the don't pass line is a no. If we on a
No,
street
that's
and
not
somebody play, if
That-
you bet on me and you bet on the don't pass line and I'm rolling, I'm pissed because you throwing
I
off the
feel you.
mood of the table.
But that ain't gonna matter though.
I
That don't
feel you,
matter
but
though.
That's not true because you playing your money. So that's the only game where you can bet with the house or you can bet with yourself.
Absolutely.
I do it all the time. I bet on the don't pass because I might not hit.
On the 4 and
Craps is
10.
the only game. Craps is the only game that you can hedge your bet. So you can bet against
agree.
yourself and you can bet with yourself and you can hedge your bet that way. No matter what you roll, you're gonna get paid off something.
Right.
But that Yo Gotti story, I don't think is true because a video came out and I looked for the article. I couldn't see it nowhere confirming that he lost 500,000. But it's a video.
But
that
there
came
is a
out that said
video.
Jay-Z. Yeah, the video was saying Jay-Z went crazy because Yo Gotti lost 500,000. Now I've been playing blackjack for a long time. If you watch the video, everybody was getting their first 2 cards. You cannot bust on your first 2 cards. So he didn't lose. What happened was Jay-Z got blackjack, and he was happy. He was excited. Look, go watch the video and watch the cards at the table. You can't bust on your first 2 cards. The dealer was only dealing out the first 2 cards. If you look again, Jay-Z got like a 10 and a queen of hearts or something. And he got blackjack, so he backed up from the table like, but everybody, I don't know where the story came from that Yo Gotti lost 500,000 because if you look at the table, he didn't have 500,000 on the table. So I think somebody just came up with that story and ran with it.
It's a great
but
story.
It sounds good.
Right,
It
right,
does
right.
sound
Story,
good.
it sounds
Yeah, if
good.
you said
But
he
I don't know
lost
how you bust it
5,000,
up.
we'd be like, eh. But you say
Yeah,
500,000, everybody
you
think
talk
about what they would have did with 500,000.
It's a lot of zeros.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but he probably got that like it's nothing. But I don't know how you lose 500,000 on just two cards. You bust on two cards. The dealer had a two show.
They could have been talking about over the entire night though.
Yeah, but with that video, they said in that video, and that's why Jay-Z was going crazy because Jay-Z backed up on the table. You're like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
But
you
again,
got
all the money goes to charity. So
Yeah, it's
at the
a
end of the day,
win-win.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And Jay-Z sent out Rolexes to people as invitations. So that's
Yeah.
40,000 right there.
I'm thinking about doing the same thing for my birthday, but we're gonna send out
Nigga, they gonna be
swatches.
swatches.
They still make those?
Nigga, they gonna,
Yeah.
that nigga whole wrist
still
gonna
wear one.
fall off.
Yeah, bet not, hey,
We sending out turtlenecks.
Oh my god.
Suspenders.
Hey, Speedy gonna send out toe rings and ankle bracelets.
wow.
Hey.
I don't
Wow.
want neither
And
one
Mickey
of those.
ears. And Mickey ears.
And Mickey.
All right, DJ out there, Vegas. You have a good day,
All
bro.
right, peace out.
See you later, man.
Hey, I take a call. School was called. You know when the school was called, you gotta answer.
That's why I ran out the other day.
No, you had to pee.
Why? That was
Tell her business.
definitely the
There's a difference.
There's a difference. So no gambling at all.
Just like DraftKings. That's the worst I do.
You said drafting?
DraftKings.
It's a
don't
when you draft
the
football.
fantasy
player.
football games.
I haven't. Somebody, your husband wanted me to get into
You
fantasy
can
football.
play like a 10-cent game. You can play a 25-cent game.
Watch out, big spender.
If you know.
No, but he's
But
won money.
first place, these guys win like $5,000, $6,000. I've never
My
won
husband's
that.
won a couple $100 doing that.
If your team wins that weekend
Well,
or
it's
the
just-
whole thing.
It's all about points.
You pick a player, different player each week.
Each week.
So you're not set with the the players. So you can pick like
Well,
McCaffrey one week and can pick Dalvin Cook the next week as running back.
And if you do well,
all your
Sunday.
players have to do well.
okay.
So
It's like you picking a team, but you're using different players, and it's only go by their individual
Yeah.
stacks. So if you pick this receiver, he get 10 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's good for you. You pick this quarterback over here, he threw 3-4 touchdowns. That's good for you. They all get more points.
Somebody must have picked my man at
and then they got to
Tampa
pick a
Bay.
defense, and then
Yeah,
a
right,
flex
right.
back.
What's your
Right.
boy at Tampa Bay? Quarterback. Jameson.
What's-
God damn. I think it's his last season there.
Why you said that?
I think Cam's last season.
Oh yeah, Cam is definitely not going to.
Even though
I'll take
Allen,
Cam.
the Allen quarterback,
Cam?
they
I'll
thought
take
he was
Cam.
I would take Cam Newton.
yeah to start or back up.
Well, to
Not
start.
to start.
Save
No.
this for sports
Get her.
talk.
Oh, sorry.
He
I mean,
was-
I am.
He's a Steelers
I
fan,
am.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to get that out.
Let's talk
I
about
truly
porn.
believe
Hey, you
it's
heard?
Jameson Winston's last season at Tampa Bay. He threw 5 interceptions yesterday, and 3 of them was like, really, you threw that? And
Really?
yeah, and I think they've been giving him a pass. I think the whole season, but he knew if he came into the season, at least get them to the playoffs, his job would have been safe. Yesterday's game was horrible. It was really bad, and I
get a
watched
chance
it.
to
I watched it all. Well, you got to get the red zone. Anyway, I thought you liked football.
The red zone's the best.
I'm
That's
Patriots.
the
I only
greatest
watch the
invention
Patriots,
ever.
Speedy.
I did like that. I said, who? I thought I invented it. It was so fucking because there's no commercials.
Exactly.
It's just football all day.
What? Hold on. Is
7
that
hours.
Is that like
7
an
hours.
app? So what is this, Speedy? That you watch it on?
It's on TV, like DirecTV
DirecTV.
or Dish Network.
And
you
there's
can get
another
it.
one that is called
Did you just call him Sweetie?
Speedy.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
He slurs it. It's the one I have is a FUBA. It's $75 a month, but it comes with all that. Comes with the red
$75
zone.
a month.
Yeah, cheaper than cable.
I got. I
And you
just
can
went
record.
about Rocco.
Roku.
Roku.
Yeah, one of them.
Roku.
Rocco. I don't know.
Roku.
I just bought it. I just bought that yesterday,
Coming
about
from
2 days
the brother
ago.
who just
Roku.
lost $20K like it wasn't nothing. Roku.
You know, you gotta.
I know when I lost
Will,
20K, I
you
was
gotta
beyond
doubt my way.
depressed.
If I don't know
God,
how
I
to
know.
say it, I'll get somebody. What's this thing? Start with an R.
It's 2 syllables.
strength.
Roku.
Apparently, it's not 2 syllables. It must be 9.
Rap it out.
Roku. I just got that and got Netflix and all that stuff
Hey, Netflix.
for the first
Yeah,
time.
but you don't get the. But I must say that the red zone is the most incredible shit ever invented, at least for a sports fan. Because I have a team, but I don't need to watch them the whole damn time, and I
Well,
can
look
watch
at your
all the
team's
teams.
record.
And they
Wrong.
switch every time they're going to
Yeah.
score. They'll
Yeah.
switch to that game,
And it's
and
perfect.
they'll go back to the other game.
Yeah, so you ain't catching the
When they're in the red
kickoffs.
zone, they switch.
$75 a month.
That's pretty cheap. For the red zone's what, 3 something for the year or something like that. Something goofy.
You talking about?
so you can
You're
play out
talking about
for-
like the NFL ticket?
Yeah, well,
that's expensive.
But
But you can get the red zone just by itself.
now you can. Remember before that you had to get it all.
Yeah.
Now you can just get the red zone.
So you really can't enjoy a whole game. You're just showing bits and pieces of the highlights of different games.
No, not highlights. It's the actual game.
You can see every game.
Yeah.
And then once a team gets to the red zone, they'll switch to it
To that whatever that
and see
team
if they
is.
score.
Also, you ain't got a remote. You just
Sports
chilling.
talk.
You ain't got to move.
7 hours.
That was just explaining, y'all. That has nothing to do with it.
Sports talk.
No, no, that's not sports talk. Explaining. Some people he didn't know. He didn't know how it worked. Now you know.
It's like an appetizer.
See? Yeah, you gotta tease him a little bit.
He didn't want to know.
You gotta get the tiger to chase you.
You told him it was $75.
I can't wait till we get to what movies to watch.
Is that today? No, you did that. You wasn't here.
Oh, snaps.
Gotta come on time.
You gotta come on time, brother. No, I was telling him what the movies made. I usually do that up front.
No, I ain't talking about the movie. I'm talking about like our favorite shows.
That's
Well,
Wednesday.
that's Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to rehearsal.
Hilarious.
Take a break. Get ready
Shout
to
out
do
to I don't know
sports
what
talk
goddamn day it
and
is.
sneakerhead with your boy Speed. To give you information, man, so people can follow you.
Instagram, Facebook, Todd Senofante.
Son of
better
a
You better spell that because they ain't
Oh, yeah,
gonna
sure.
spell that.
It's TODD.
Mm-hmm.
SENOFONTE.
I'm sorry.
How you say it?
Senofante.
Senofante. Yeah, I would have fucked that up.
Push-ups in 125 push-ups in 2 minutes.
You heard 85 sit-ups in 2 minutes.
See,
How many Dippin' Dots? Come on.
Actually, I don't even know why. I tried Dippin' Dots. I was like, this is ice cream. It took me a minute to go, this really is ice cream.
Don't forget the sprinkles.
Yeah, the sprinkles on there.
For real.
Hey, it is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends, and I'll be Speedy. We'll take a quick break, come right back. When we come back, we'll have Sneakerhead, and she's going to join me with sports. See what the fuck
And she got
know.
some cool sneakers on too.
Yeah, she do got some fly sneakers on. I must
Thank you.
say.
So do
Thank you.
I.
I appreciate
Hey,
it.
man, your sneaker gang. I'm about to go check that out.
Oh, well, you going to lose. I got all the game.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't fuck with me.
Shit.
I got like,
Okay.
at least 300 pairs.
If you can't tell me what the name of my shoes are,
I will not.
then you ain't got no sneakers.
Oh.
Different pair every day. Take a quick break. Don't move. Be right back.